box.
This
If you're able
conference will now be recorded.
guys, please interact. I asked you to type 1 in the chat box if you're able to hear me. Okay. So yesterday what we did is a network scanning. I don't know. I have to try Vijay because usually you have to get IPv4. Not sure what your system is. You have to check with your internet service provider. You're not getting IPv4. You're getting IPv6. Some settings in your internet properties have to change. So just check because I've not received these kind of a problem before. Check if you have put a bridge adapter in Oracle VirtualBox under Kali Linux setting and check. Okay. You have to just check why you are not getting IPv4. Maybe something to do with your internet service provider. Fine. So yesterday we learned 4 types of software tools to check if the system is live. Okay, first one was ping, the other one was fping, the other one was nmap, the other one was net discover. Okay, we understood first to check if the system is alive or not, and we also told you ping uses ICMP protocol. There are many protocols. One of the most popular one, mainly ICMP protocol, is used for getting response from other systems. Okay, there are other 2 protocols. One is called TCP, other one is called as UDP protocol. Now what is TCP protocol? It's called transmission control protocol. Okay, so first I will explain about transmission protocol. But what is the next step we are doing? Once we identified which machines are operant, what is your step 2? Your step 2 is to find out what all ports are visible. Basically, first step, what did you do? You found out which machine is alive. So that means first step, you found out if there is anybody in the house. Next, what you do is check if any windows or back doors of that house is open or weak. So these windows or back doors are called as ports. Okay, so now we are doing a step 2 to find out how many ports are visible. Now, what do you mean by ports? In the virtual world, they are 65,534 ports. Now, what is these ports mean? Okay, now for example, people sitting in India, okay, chatting with China, they need to have a universal language and a universal place. for to do chatting. So what the computers did is they came out with a concept called as port numbers. So the person who's sitting in India will have to have a port number 21 to share some file with China guy using the same port number 21. So that's where universal language happens. So that's where computers will understand what is happening. So from my system, port number 21 should be open to transfer a file, and port number 21 in China should be open to receive the same file. Only then it will work. Same thing. I want to access www.facebook.com. So that means it will be not www, it will be https://. Now when I type this in the browser, it's easy for us. Within a second, your website will open up. But in the back end, it works through a port number. So for HTTPS, the port number is 443. Okay, this should be open for me to send a request. Where will I send a request? I will send a request to the server. And in the server, the port 4443 should be open. Only then the server will be able to give you facebook.com back to you. Otherwise, sometimes when you type www.facebook, it says page not found. Sometime internet, sometime the port would have been closed. So anything you do now, if you want to send an email, so port number 25 assigned, and another computer to receive the email, port 25 should be open. So any service, chatting, sharing a file, sending information to printer to print, okay, opening HTTP website, opening HTTP website. So different services, when you interact with my computer to another computer, everything happens with the port. How many ports are there? 65,534 or 534 virtual ports are available. Is it clear what I explained? Ports are doors through which data is exchanged between two different devices. 65,536 virtual ports, 0 to 1023 are well-known ports, 1024 to 49134 are random ports, 49,000 to 65,000 odd is a experimental ports. Now you might have a question, sir, should I remember all the 65,535? Not at all. If you can remember some 5 to 10 most popular ports, that is enough. Okay, what is that? You just need to know port number 21, port number 80, port number 443, port number 22, port number 25, port number 8080, like that. Few, if you remember, that is enough, because you don't have to memorize it, but as we keep practicing it, automatically these numbers will be automatically, you will get it. Okay, so I also have given in the PowerPoint. You just need to know these things: FTP on 21, Telnet on 23, SMTP on 25, DNS 53, HTTP 80. HTTPS 443. So if you remember few of these things, it is enough. Okay. So I've given you here popular port numbers. Port number 21. It is called what will run on port number 21. Okay. On port number 21, the service that runs is called FTP. Now, what is FTP? File Transfer Protocol. Means if you want to share file from one computer to another computer, it happens on port number 21. What will happen on port number 22? SSH means secured shell. When you're chatting from one computer to another computer, it will be secured, means it will be encrypted during the port number 22. Port 25 is email services. Okay. Port number 80, HTTP websites. What is HTTP websites? I go here, I'll open some website which is not secured. Okay, so you go here. If I type www.v4v.n, okay, a website will open up, but this is not. I'll copy this URL and paste it here. See here, what does it says? HTTP. So this website I was able to access because port number 80 was open. Port number 443 is HTTPS, means secured website. Okay, so normally most of the websites is secured. Now if I just type Facebook and copy this and paste it here, so you get HTTPS. So this will work on 443. This will work on 80. File transfer protocol is 21. 22 is a secure shell, email, and port 8 is usually servers runs that. Okay, like Apache server. That you will get to know as we go on. Okay, so these are like windows in a computer. When I try to scan it, ports visibility status, there will be three status. One is called open status, closed status, filtered status, unfiltered status. If both the systems are able to share each other, obviously it is open. If the China laptop computer, they have closed it, I can't access it. If you get a status as filtered, means the port is open, but there's a firewall. There is some security purpose, which I'm not able to get anything because there's a security. Unfiltered, there could be open, they could be closed, but I'm not, my computer is not able to figure out whether that particular machine is open or closed. So these are the four varieties of visibility status. I have just explained you in a simple terms, but when you go through my PowerPoint, you will get to see. It means port is accessible. It means it is closed. It means it's not able to figure out if port is open or closed as the packets are being filtered, which probably means the machine is behind a firewall. Unfiltered, it means ports are accessible by Nmap, but it is not possible to figure out if they're open or closed. So these are the status which you should know about it. How do I do the scanning? Now understand one thing, you can do it with fping and all, but mostly used scanning tool is Nmap scanning tool. Okay, Nmap full form is network mapper. So preferably you use Nmap. Okay, now there are different methods you can scan for ports. Okay, so that is called port scanning. In this port scanning, you can use different channels. TCP channel, which is called as full open scan or three-way handshake. Then you can also try SS. It is called as stealth scan. It's also called as half open scan or two-way handshake. And then you have UDP scan. Three varieties you can do scanning to get information. Okay, are you guys able to hear me through Abhishek sir, just type S. Okay. Then Vijay, something to do with your internet. Are you accessing today's class through mobile phone or through a laptop? Abhishek sir, you are there? Okay, so you are able to hear me, right? So I'm just waiting for Vijay. There was some network issue. We'll just wait. So the first one is called as TCP full scan. The other one is called as off stealth scan. The other one is called as UDP scan. Okay, no problem. We'll just wait for 2 more minutes. I think Vijay just went out. We'll ask him to reconnect. Just give me 2 minutes. Okay, Vijay, are you able to hear me? Just type yes. Vijay. Okay. So TCP full open scan, SS half open scan, and UDP scan. We'll not do UDP scan because it's not so popular. We are only going to do TCP scan and stealth scan. Now, what is TCP scan? Transmission Control Protocol. Why is it called full open scan? Why is it called three-way handshake? Okay, which I'm going to explain to it. Okay. See, TCP is nothing but it's a connection oriented protocol. So probably I'll show you with with a diagram. You will be able to understand how does it work when one computer interacting with another computer using TCP protocol. What happens in the background? I will show you. What is it called as? Assume that Bill and Sheila, they are trying to communicate through an internet, but they have used TCP session establishment. What have they done? Bill send a message to Sheila. I would like to talk with you, Sheila, on port number 21. Are you open? So he sent one message. Sheila sees that message and she responds back, okay, let's talk, Bill. I am also open on port number 21. Then, and then Bill will respond back, okay, thanks, Sheila. And it will reset and communication will happen. So that is how it happens. So like basically, if I call up and say, hello, Abhishek, that is the first step. Abhishek picks the call and he also says hello. That's a second step. And then third step, I will say, thanks for calling, picking up my phone. That's a third setup. So this way, three-way handshake happens using when you're using TCP session, and this is called full open scan or a three-way handshake. In internet, there are certain specific codes for that. First connection, Bill talking to Sheila will be represented as SYN, and Sheila responding back will be SYN plus ACK, and Bill responding back will be ACK, and finally it will be ACK plus RST. Now what is SIN? Synchronizing. Once it synchronizes, the other person acknowledges ACK. Then the next person also acknowledges. And finally, the information will reset. So conversation can happen. So this is how backend things will be happening if you're using TCP scan. So I will show you practically how it is. I will open up my root. Now this is my Metasploitable machine. Login is MSF admin. Password is MSF admin. What is the IP address of this? 10.136. Now I'll go here. Now I want to do port scanning. Nmap, yes, capital T. So the syntax for TCP scanning is minus small s capital T. Okay, 136 and enter. What did I get? All the port numbers which all open. See the status? Open, open, open. They're all open. So what does it says? Port 21, TCP protocol, state is open. What service it is running? FTP. Same thing. Port number 22, TCP protocol, state is open, service is SSH. So like that. See port number 80, HTTP. So this how it tells me what all port is open. What protocol did I use? TCP protocol. So the syntax for TCP protocol is small s capital T. But can I see this three-way handshake happening? Yes, you can see this using a software which is called as Wireshark. Okay, which is an inbuilt tool. You don't have to worry at this point of time, but I'll show you how it works. It is here, Blue Dragon. Click here, type here Wireshark. You get the tool which is inbuilt in Kali Linux. Click on it. This is a software which will find out the background what is happening. Okay, this is a Wireshark. Click on capture option. Click on start. I don't want, these are so many packets, so many things that is happening in the backend. I don't want all of it. I only want to see my TCP. So TCP dot, okay, port number. I'll just take one port, 21, okay, and enter. That's how I filter it. Now I will go back to the root. I'll open one more. I will type this nmap minus s capital T 138 and enter. sorry, 136, right? 136, not 138. So this happened in front end. What happened in the back end? Open up my Kali line, Wireshark. See, first what happened? Sin. Next, what you got? Sin, comma, ACK. Next, what you got? ACK. Same thing happened here. Sin, sin plus ACK, ACK and ACK and RST. Here also same, the red in color, RST, comma, ACK. So in this way, 3 handshake happened. So that is nothing but a TCP scan. In case if you get a response like this, see the down one, attacker sends a SYN request, whereas the other guy, he's sending RST plus ASCK, means port is closed. Hope I'm not confusing. If you get three-way response, port is open. If you're only getting two-way response, port is closed. Okay, but did you understand the TCP scan? Please speak to me. Is it confusing? Is it too much? Just type. Okay. All right. What about Dhruv and Vijay? Okay. Next we have stealth scan. Here it is called half open scan or a two-way handshake. How does this work? The syntax is minus small s capital S. Why is it called two-way handshake? I'll show you. When you look for stealth scan, this is the response you get in the backend. First you send a SYN packet. The receiver will send back as SYN-ACK and you will send RST. Okay, so that means first step SYN you will send, second good you will get plus ACK, but next you will get reset. What do you mean by that? I will show you. It's like Vijay calls Dhruv. Dhruv picks the call and says hello. What will Vijay do? Vijay will just keep the phone without saying anything. Why did Vijay do that? Because Vijay just wanted to know if Dhruv is in the house or not. Because he was in the house, he picked up the landline phone. So that is all the stealth scan will do. Vijay will call Dhruv. Dhruv will pick the call and say hello, whereas Vijay will just keep the phone without saying anything. So that is SYN plus ACK and RST. That is what a stealth scan will do. So I'll do the same thing here. File, new tab. I will refresh this also. I'll type here nmap. Yes, capital S. 192.168.0.136. See what happens. Okay, spelling mistake of nmap. Nmap. (136). Enter. Same results you got, but backend there will be some difference. Same results you got. What in the backend? First, what you got? SYN. Perfect. Next, you got SYN, comma ACK, and then what you got immediately? RST. So why you're using a stealth scan? This is why it's called off open. I have a question to you. Which is better, TCP scan or stealth scan? According to you, which one is better? Fantastic. I was waiting for that answer. Definitely, stealth scan is good because you're not, if you're making three-way connections, there is a chance you can be detected and firewall might notice it because three handwave shakes happens. But if I do stealth scan, there is a chance that I can bypass the firewall. There's a chance I can trick these security measures. So stealth scan is always a better, and TCP scan is more noisy, more time it will consume because three-way. Stealth is just two-way. So that way you can go for stealth scan. So try TCP. If TCP is not giving results, try the stealth scan. Okay, so that's how it works. Now, Nmap by default searches for 1,000 most popular ports at any time by default. So if you observe, I'll show you how many ports it says closed. 977 ports are closed. So the results showed 977 ports closed. Then the remaining 23 ports are open. Where is it? That is the results which you got. These are the 23 ports. These are the 23 ports by default. So out of 65,536, it will only scan for 1,000 most popular ports. If in case I want to scan for all the 65,536 ports, then what? Then the syntax is nmap -s. You can go for TCP scan or stealth scan, your wish. But this one more thing you need to put is -p- and the IP address of the Kali metasploitable. So this will give me all 65,536 ports scanning. Copy this. I go here, file, new tab, Control-Shift-V, enter. Since it has to scan 65,536 ports, it will take slightly more time. But my internet is fast, so I was able to find it. How do I know that it has scanned 65,536 ports? Can you see here? How many ports does it say close? 65,505 ports are closed. Then the remaining ports are here. See, initially, if you scroll down, last was 8180. But when I did -p-, see, it also gave me 54089, 5269 port number. They're all unknown port. And why it did not show me initially? Because they're not so important ports. Because I asked for all 65,536 ports, by using this syntax, it gave me even unwanted ports. So I'm just showing you how you can scan it. Then the third thing, to find out what is the operating system the metasploitable machine is. You can do it. Simple syntax, nmap -s, capital S, -o, or capital O. Let us see. 192.168.0.136. Let us copy it. So it is correct. Minus O, capital O, means O for operating system. If I go down, you will get to see running on Linux 2.6.x. That's an operating system. Or you can say OS details. Linux 2.6.9 to 2.6.3, around that range. So I found out what operating system it is using. Sometimes you can even try on other public websites. Okay, I've just used another website. Okay, maybe I can try using one more website. www.google.com. You can even try like this, but sometimes the firewall will not allow you to get details. Sometimes you will get. Okay, see, I got google.com. Only 2 ports are open, which is visible to public. Okay. Let me check if I can get operating system. Capital O. It's not giving. Google.com, it's not giving. SMSAC also, it is not giving anything. That's all. Sometime we'll be lucky, sometime we will not have. That's why Metasploitable machine is left it, little insecure for us to collect more information. So to collect the operating system details, it is -4. Next one, if I want to know, to find out the software versions of all the services running in that computer. So syntax is nmap capital S capital T minus S capital V and IP address of that machine. SV means software version. So I copy it, I paste it here. What have they given? They've just given me FTP, but I want to know what software are they using to transfer files. Then SSH, what software are they using? HTTP, what software they're using? I don't know. I need to check. So Control Shift B and enter. Let's wait. There you go. I got the results. So now more details. 21, FTP is open, service, and what service is using VSFTPD 2.34. Telnet is using what software? Linux Tel NTD. HTTP is using which server? Apache. Net, like that. I got more details. IRC is using Unreal IRC, like that. So I got a software version. So I got a software name as well as a software version. I got what service it is running, what is its state, what is its number, everything is over here. Same thing I told now, by default 1000 ports, 977 is closed, remaining is this. So that is the software version. Fifth one, you have something called as Nmap timing scan. Okay, this represented as T. Okay, and it goes up to 0 to 5. Now what is 0 to 5? You should understand here. Timing template in Nmap is from 0 to 5. Having T0 is the slowest, T5 as the fastest. By default, all Nmap scan runs on T3 timing template. Timing template in Nmap is used to optimize, improve the quality and performance of the scan. Okay, there are names for it. These are the names. If T0 is called paranoid, sneaky for T1, T2 polite, T3 normal, T4 for aggressive, T5 for insane. Why am I showing this is tomorrow if you want to write certification, these kind of questions then can come up saying that which is a default timing template for Nmap, you should say T3. And insane is considered for which Nmap timing template, you should mention it as T5. Okay, so that is how it is. T5 is the fastest, T0 is the slowest. Template used for sending packet very fast, waits only for 0.3 seconds for the response. Okay, so let us see whether it is it really correct or not. Let me, okay, go here. I'll close all this. Now, each time I don't have to do for all the ports. I just want to do for one port, whether it is open or not, minus P21. See, you will get only one port. If I want only two ports information, port number 21 and just put comma 22. You'll get two ports. Only that much is also enough. Why do you have to keep on asking again all the details again and again? Just ask for two details. This should be fine. Okay, you can also do this Nmap, and I want to increase the speed of it. So the syntax is minus T5 and enter. Okay, but I wanted only two ports. What is the seconds it took? See here, 0.00023. Let me try T4. .3007, a little more. .37. Let's put T2 or just put T1. It's still taking more time. so much of time because I've just slowed down. If I put T0, it will take a lot of time. So that's why Nmap is 0 to 5. Okay, I'll just cancel it, Control C. Okay, it was not even giving 10 minutes, more than 20 seconds. So that is what is about paranoid, sneaky, polite, normal, aggressive, insane. Also, you can do varieties of scanning, which is over here. If you want to scan only port number 80 for specific host, minus P80. You want to scan a range, put a dash. You want to scan few ports, put a comma. You want to scan all the ports, minus P minus. You can even run using this service name, HTTP and SS, if you don't know the port number. So that is also pretty good. So I'll show you how. I don't know the port number. Nmap minus P SSH comma HTTP 92.168.0.136. See, it gave me port number 22, port number 80. Because I did a reverse, I got the information. So that is what is given over here. You also have a fast scan, which is minus F. You can try this. So different varieties of it. Okay, have I missed out anything? Yeah, I think more or less I've explained everything. The last scan, which is called as ACK scan. Okay. ACK scan. This scan is mainly to detect the presence of firewall. Okay, so this is a scan which is not for the port scanning, not for checking if the machine is there or not. It is to check if the firewall is there or not, only that much. Okay, to check if the firewall is present or not. And this is represented as minus small s capital A. That is nothing but thing. So it will be nmap minus capital A. Okay, now what I will do is my Windows 10 CMD IP config. What is my IP address of it? 192.168.0.177. 192.168.0.1. I'll just scan this. Let me check if the firewall is there or not in this machine. Go here. I remember ACK scan I'm doing, that is minus SA. And this is my Windows 10 IP address. Enter. Let me check whether I have a firewall or not. Okay, I got the answer. See, you get to see something here, filtered. So tell me if I get this answer as filtered, tell me according to you, do I have a firewall or I do not have a firewall for my Windows 10 machine? Yes, obviously the firewall is there. That is why it says filtered. Now, purposely, I will disable the firewall in my Windows 10. Okay, click up. Now my firewall has been disconnected. For some reason, it is not updated. It is not configured properly. I have forgotten to switch on the firewall. Some reason. Now, as a hacker will be always looking for machines which has no firewall. So assume that I'm a hacker. From my Kali Linux, I am checking if my somebody is like Windows 10 has firewall or not. 192.168.0.136 and enter. What do you see the answer? Unfiltered. So now can I assume that this particular machine do not have firewall? In fact, 136 is my metasploitable machine. Let me put my Windows 10 machine also, which I now disable the firewall. What do you get to see? 177, my Windows 10. What does it say? Unfiltered. Now tell me, firewall is there or not? It is not there. Because I moved it off. So I'm going to switch on the firewall. Switch on the firewall. Now again, I will run the command. I've switched it on. Filtered because firewall is on. So this particular scan, ACK scan, will check if the firewall is present or not. Okay, so just to recap everything, we understood to scan for ports, we scan for operating system, we did scan for software version, we did for scan for firewall detection, we understood about TCP and stealth scan, we understood about Nmap timing scan, which is from T0 to T5. We checked on the backend using Wireshark how the packets are moving, whether it is a three-way or two-way handshake. We also understood to do scan for all ports, scan for just two ports. We also understood about scan using service names like SSH, HTTP, etc. We understood what are ports, all those things. I think today, fair enough, we have learned a lot. Okay, please practice it with your respective system. Okay, any doubts you want to ask, anything you want to, I've shared you the PowerPoint. I've been sharing every day the videos. Just let me know if anything you want me to repeat, anything you want to ask, any doubts. Abhishek sir. Now, one more thing. Now you might think, sir, when are we hacking? When is it we are going to reach? Please have patience. You need to go step by step to reach to that place, because right now you don't see anything with respect to hacking. It will happen when you do step by step and reach to that point. Okay, you cannot just, if you want to travel from India to USA, you cannot just directly close your eyes and open you're in USA. You have to go through a lot of places, takes a lot of time. go to airport, change the city, then again go to another airport, then go. So there's a lot of procedure for it, right? Same thing as a phases of hacking you are entering in. Okay, so this completes this scanning topic. The next you will be entering into a advance of footprinting, which is called as enumeration, where we will try to dig for more information. Okay, and once we do enumeration, our information gathering will get over. Then we will see how to gain access. So there's so many other things to do. That is called as enumeration. Okay, so we will do this in the next week. So your classes is Monday to Friday, but tomorrow is a holiday because of a festival, and I'll update you. But I think you'll have enough time next to 3-4 days. Please practice Linux commands once again. Try to practice all types of scanning, what all we have learned. Okay, and also go through the footprinting class for us, for you to get it. So it will be like complete revision, and I want you to be complete in control of the subject when I take the class from Monday onwards. Okay, I want you to practice scanning, especially. Please practice everything. Note down, write it in a book. After every command, please write it in the book and remember these commands, remember the ports. Okay, I hope you have gone through, checked in YouTube what is IP address, what is MAC address, what are the ports, and what is a router. I hope you have noted down, and I don't think you have any issue. Okay, so that's it for today. I'll see you next week, but please practice, revise. We're going one step closer to hacking. Okay, thank you so much. Have a nice day.